All right, here we go. Good morning. I would like to call to order this meeting of your Fremont County Commissioners and invite you all to rise for an invocation by Stacy Swager with the Abundant Life Canyon City Pregnancy Center. And please stay standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Lord, we just thank you for this gathering this morning. I ask that you clear all methods and forms of communication. Open our ears, open our hearts, and open our mouths to speak so that we can feel heard. I ask that you grant each commissioner just a heart and a passion for this county more than they've ever known before. Enrich that, Lord Jesus, and let everyone feel that in this county today. We thank you and we love you. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Stacy.
Thanks, Stacy.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Bell.
Present.
Commissioner Grantham.
Here.
Commissioner McFall.
Present.
County Attorney Jackson.
Present.
County Manager Bryant.
Present.
Planning and Zoning Director Simpleman.
Present.
Thank you. We turn first to approval of today's agenda. I think we may have a change to be made.
We do, Madam Chair. Under the consent agenda, I want to pull number 4 off of there, which is approval of a change order number 15. Need to pull that off of there and have some more. It says number 4 on mine. Did you reprint them?
I think it's change order 4.
No, it's 15. Yeah, it's 15. Let me double check right quick. But landscaping allowance, yeah, it's number 15. So, which is change order number 15. I need to have some more conversations with the construction company to build the Pathfinder building.
Was that a motion?
And with that change, I move to approve the agenda.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to approve today's agenda with the following change. We are removing consent agenda item 4, the approval of change order 15 for Pathfinder Park Event Center, which we will bring back at a later point in the future. Further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner McFall.
Aye.
Commissioner Grantham.
Aye.
Commissioner Bell.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Up next is our consent agenda. I would like to point out we are not scheduling a public hearing into the future with today's consent agenda.
Madam Chair, I move that we approve the consent agenda.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to approve today's consent agenda. Further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Grantham.
Aye.
Commissioner McFall.
Aye.
Commissioner Bell.
Aye.
Motion carried.
We turn next to administrative and informational topics. Up first, staff and elected officials. We will turn to start with to County Manager Sunny Bryant for her County Manager's report. Good morning, Sunny.
Good morning. Thank you. Just a couple of quick updates. So just a reminder that we have a second round of the grant program for the American Rescue Plan Act funds open. So if you're a nonprofit, small business, school that has been impacted by COVID-19, please look at that grant program. It's on our website, www.fremontco.com, to see if you might be eligible to qualify. There's a revenue recovery component and an expense reimbursement component. So just a reminder, the deadline for those applications is the 31st of this month, and we're reviewing those as they come in. So please look at that program to see if you know of a business that's qualified. The second item is we've scheduled dates for the spring cleanup program. So we will be handing out landfill vouchers on from April 11th to May 20th. And then we have scheduled an electronic recycling event on April 9th. That event will be located at Pathfinder Regional Park. They actually accept all electronics except for any large household appliances. So we're getting more information out. We'll have some flyers available. We'll put some information on our county website, on our county Facebook page. In conjunction with that, we're actually trying to do an herbicide disposal day at Pathfinder Park as well. So we're getting the details on that one. So that information will be forthcoming. And that's all I have.
All right. Thank you so much, Sunny. We also have with us this morning Christine Cowan, our Budget and Finance Officer, who has a sales and use tax report for us. Good morning, Christine.
Good morning, Commissioners. Looking at our sales and use tax for Fremont County, we were over our budgeted amount of $414,000. We came in at $575,926. which is $16,986 over 2021. For our auto use tax, we fell a little short, coming in at $103,775, $15,495 under 2021. For our construction use tax, again, this has been impacted by not collecting the construction use tax, which I believe started in October of last year. We came in at $1,439. For our lodging tax, we did have a robust month, coming in at $6,620, $1,600 over the year prior. Our sheriff retail came in at $383,951, $11,000 less than last year, but right on track with our budget. For our auto use, again, under budget by $10,330, coming in at $68,717. For our construction use, again, $852, which was considerably less considering that we do not receive that. And that is all I have for the use and retail sales tax. Any questions?
Gentlemen?
Just one all the way back on the very first slide on the retail
Yes.
sales tax collection. The 167,000, shouldn't that be in brackets?
That is my error.
Because that's under.
Yes.
Okay,
Sorry.
all right. Just double checking, make sure I wasn't going
Thank you
crazy.
for catching that.
Problem.
Hey, just to comment too, the auto use tax, it shows that it's getting close again, $15,000. That's one 1990 pickup at the rate they're selling for today. So it's not that far off.
All right, thank you so much for being here with us this morning, Christine. We turn next to elected officials' reports. Gentlemen?
I've just got one thing I want to add to what Sunny said, the electronics recycling that's coming up. We've had a little lull in that lately, and hopefully everybody has been holding on to those and not throwing those in a ditch or something somewhere. But it may be a little bit of a fee to get those recycled, but it's going to be much cheaper than if you go try to take it somewhere to get them recycled now. And then they take those, excuse me, and use the components elsewhere or whatever. So it's a good time to get those old TVs, those old computers, all that kind of stuff. As Sonny said, no large appliances because they can't do anything with Freon is what the problem there is. So get your used electronics out there and get them recycled and let them be taken care of correctly. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Commissioner Grantham?
Thank you, Madam Chair. So just a reminder to folks, what Commissioner McFall did this morning in pulling stuff off the consent calendar. This is part and parcel of the entire process of what we do, and we review what's going on here on these Tuesdays twice a month. I was going to talk about this before Commissioner McFall did that, but it comes to mind to me because of watching a particular city council meeting last night over in Florence. And anybody that's been watching the news knows what's going on over in Florence. And observing a lot of the noise around that and during the meetings brought to mind, what we do here to be as transparent as we possibly can. Just within the last couple of years, I think we started making all of the packets available that the three of us get to look at, that we get to study leading up to one of these meetings. We make those available online. They're available on our website. I post them on my Facebook, just so that there's no question that every single citizen of Fremont County and everybody who has access to the internet across the entire world can actually look at the inner workings of what we do here in Fremont County and our finances, our decisions that we have to make, the the papers that we are reviewing in order to make those decisions. All of this stuff is done out in the open and in the light of day. Just a reminder that that is our standard operating procedure here. We're going to see several things on the item, on the list here on the regular agenda, the new business, that is available for you, the citizens, to look at. And I see the Mayor Pro Tem over here, and I know Canyon City has had this stuff available for years as well, on their website. And so in our efforts just to be transparent and just to remind folks that that stuff is available to everybody to view, and we encourage you to avail yourself of that ability to go and look at this stuff. Some of this stuff is rather dry and boring. Some of it's rather routine, which is why we have a consent agenda, because it's routine, it happens all the time. It's a laundry list of bills and checks that are written on a weekly and biweekly basis. And if we went through those line by line, we'd be here until midnight next week someday. It would take forever. And so the routine gets done in a consent agenda. There's something that piqued our interest, Commissioner McFall's interest, on one of the items on the consent agenda, so we pulled it off. And that gives us time to look at it a little bit closer. And hopefully we do an even better job in that situation for you, the citizens. And so I thought I would bring that up, Madam Chair.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Commissioner. I also have a couple of things I would like to mention. First of all, in conjunction with the county spring cleanup, Wholesome Tire Day is also getting ready to happen. We have people calling us all year long, every week. We get telephone calls from folks wanting to know when Tire Day is going to happen. So this year, it's going to be held Saturday, April 23rd from 8 a.m. to 12 noon at the Portland Park. As always, there is no charge for Fremont County citizens. You have to provide ID when you get there, and we truly appreciate this. I have many times in the past actually helped that morning and been out there. I'm not the one throwing tires, I'm not going to lie, but I can serve donuts with the best of them. And so I've been out there many times, and I have seen the literally tens of thousands of tires that come through, and they're moved on, they're taken to Colorado Springs, shredded, and used as part of the fuel for the Wholesome plant. So I just thank you all for that.
There's going to be donuts.
There are donuts, typically. Will there? Yes, there will be donuts. Okay. Secondly, I have some really exciting news for Fremont County this morning. We recently met with Fremont County Veteran Services Officer Marty Peak, Director Michael Kilmer of the VA Eastern Colorado Healthcare System, and others from our local community. The VA has recognized the need for a VA clinic here in the Fremont County community and is actively researching for clinic space. So they recognize the need. They're hoping to move very quickly on this. They are seeking an existing medical site with between 4 to 6 exam rooms plus space for support staff, which will consist of a core team of medical provider, an RN, an LPN, and medical support staff. But the VA also sees a future need for a mental health component, as well as future growth to accommodate 2 full medical teams. Their time frame is anywhere from 10 months from now to 2 years or more, which is going to depend. The 10 months would be for an existing site that they can find, 2 years or more for a new standalone clinic. So if anyone out there has any ideas on space that's currently available or other locations for consideration, I invite you to reach out to me, one of the other commissioners, Marty Peak himself. We will either pass that information along, or if you prefer, we also can give you the VA contact information. So we're really excited about this happening, and we're very, very grateful to Marty Peak here in Fremont County for all of the work that he does with our veterans. Anything else this morning?
Nope.
Okay, it is now time for citizens who may wish to address this board on a matter not scheduled on today's agenda. Do we have anyone who would like to rise and speak? Okay, seeing none, we will move on. We have no old business for consideration today, and we do have a laundry list of new business. We have many items to get busy with this morning. Up first is our Child Abuse Prevention Month proclamation. We have with us this morning several different representatives from the Department of Human Services. I know Barry Acton and Nancy Myers are scheduled to speak. If you'd like to come on up, turn the microphone on and let us know what's going on.
Good morning.
Good
How's
morning.
everybody this
Good.
morning?
Good morning.
Well, thank you for providing us this time. Every year, April is designated as National Child Abuse Prevention Month. And every year, the Fremont County Department of Human Services comes to the Board of Commissioners to ask the board by proclamation to designate April as Child Abuse Awareness Month in the County of Fremont. So, whereas child abuse and neglect is a serious problem affecting every segment of our community, children are key to Fremont County's future success, and they are our future leaders, community members, and workforce. And whereas all children deserve to have the safe, stable, nurturing homes and communities they need to foster their healthy growth and development. And whereas child abuse and neglect is a community responsibility affecting both the current and future quality of life of a community, we must come together as partners to keep children safe, ensure that the voices of our children are heard by all, and extend a helping hand to children and families in need. Whereas each of us play a role in the prevention of child abuse and neglect, we encourage anyone concerned about the safety of and well-being of any child to report it to the Fremont County Department of Human Services or to 1-844 Colorado for Kids. Now, therefore, the Fremont County Commissioners, by virtue of the authority vested in the board, do hereby proclaim April 2022 Child Abuse Prevention and Awareness Month, and in doing so, urge all citizens to join in a national effort to raise awareness about the importance of preventing child abuse.
Thank you so much, Barry. I would like to ask maybe if Nancy would like to talk a little bit about the pinwheels and what these are for.
Sure, absolutely.
Why we have these.
Amanda.
Amanda is the one.
Amanda's excited to get up there. Yeah.
Nothing like putting her on the spot, I see.
They're just representing Child Abuse Awareness Month. So it's just a fun thing that the state does to represent the month. So you'll see them around the county. We put them in front of our buildings, and we wanted to provide them to you in the audience today.
All right, so when you see these, the entire intent is to remember child abuse prevention and to think about those situations. I also believe that you encourage folks to wear blue on Wednesdays in the same effort, correct?
That's correct.
All right, gentlemen.
And I would also
Discussion?
like to remind the
Yes.
board that tomorrow at 11 o'clock, we are having our living ribbon at the department. It's always a fun event that we do each year. We get an aerial photograph of as many people as we can that looks like a ribbon, just like what's on my lapel here. And again, we post that and use that to promote child abuse awareness every April as well. So if you would like to come and have your picture taken, wear blue, and we'll meet out front at about 11 o'clock.
We plan on being there.
It's on our calendar, yep.
Yes.
Excellent, thank
Yep.
you.
I appreciate the work that you guys do out there. It's pretty important, and thank you for standing up for the kids, and as it says, stand up for the children.
That's right.
So thank you for what you guys do.
And thank you guys, appreciate it.
Yeah, ditto to that. Thank you guys for everything you do to help these kids. I think it is one of the essential roles of what we do as far as government. And I could get into a long diatribe about that. But protecting those who cannot protect themselves.
Exactly.
And thank you for what you do.
Thank you. Kiddos are our future.
Yeah,
Motion. Would you like?
I can do that. Madam Chair, I would move to approve the Child Abuse Prevention Month proclamation.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to approve the Fremont County Child Abuse Prevention Awareness Month proclamation for the month of April 2022. I also would just chime in and add my voice to say thank you all so much, not only for those of you standing here in the room today, but the people that you work with every single day to bring this subject to light and to protect what truly are some of the most vulnerable of our entire population. We appreciate everything that you do. So please pass that along to the folks that
We
you
will
work
do
with.
that.
All right, we have a motion and second on the floor. Further conversation? Roll call.
Commissioner Grantham?
Aye.
Commissioner McFall?
Aye.
Commissioner Bell?
Aye.
Motion carried.
And we have a signed copy for you. We were pretty sure that this one was going to pass with no, negative conversation. So if one of you would just like to step up and grab this. Thank you so much
Thank you,
for being
guys.
here this morning.
Thank you, Commissioners. Appreciate it.
Up next, we have a resolution, which is Resolution Number 13, to suspend the current fire restrictions. We should have someone from the Fremont County Sheriff's Office with us this morning. Seeing no representatives, could we perhaps turn to our legal counsel, Ms. Jackson, for a quick word about this resolution?
Sure. I received an email last week from Sheriff Cooper asking that the board suspend the fire restrictions. The ordinance that we have regarding fire restrictions keeps those restrictions in place and then allows the board to lift them and reimpose them at appropriate times. The sheriff is the fire warden for the county, and he thinks it's time, based on all the weather conditions and moisture levels, that we suspend the fire restrictions. So
All right,
the resolution's before you.
Okay, thank you so much. I think we have had an opportunity to read, to look through it. Gentlemen, discussion?
Yeah, so I've had several conversations with the sheriff, and anybody, the millions that watch us around the world during these meetings, know that every meeting I talk about the fire restrictions and how important it is to be safe out there because of the fuels and the dryness of the fuels out there. The fuels are still dry, but they're not as dry as they have been. So conversations with the sheriff, he's decided that we can lift those restrictions and still encourage everybody to be safe. Make sure you call the fire district that you live in before you do any burns. Make sure the wind's not blowing like it's supposed to today. Be very safe. We got a lot of agriculture burning going to be happening. Folks getting ready to farm and clean ditches and stuff. So I think just being wise in the way you do it is the best way to do it. And hopefully we don't have to go back into fire restrictions because we're going to get a lot of moisture, I'm praying. And with that, I have a motion if you're ready.
I'm ready.
I would move to approve resolution number 13, which is suspending the fire restrictions or a fire ban for Fremont County unincorporated.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to approve Resolution Number 13, suspending current fire restrictions. I will note that this suspension shall be effective 9 minutes from now, beginning at 10 a.m. this morning, and that suspension will remain in place until we put the fire restrictions back into place. Further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner McFall?
Aye.
Commissioner Grantham?
Aye.
Commissioner Bell?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Our next 4 items of new business all come to us from our County Department of Transportation. We have with us this morning Director Tony Adamick. Good morning, Tony.
Morning, Tony.
How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
Doing good.
We're going to start with item number 3 to award bids for aggregate chip for the chip seal program. Tony?
We solicit bids for our materials for our projects in the beginning of February, leave them out for 30 days, and then open them up publicly here at the building, and then we get a recommendation from that. For the aggregate bid, we'd like the recommendation of bid award 3/4 aggregate chip rock at $15.75 a ton to the aggregate source in Canyon City, and also 1/2-inch aggregate chip rock at $18.75 a ton, also to the aggregate source in Canyon City. And we will pick the material up at the quarry.
All right, thank you, Tony. Questions?
No.
Motion?
Madam Chair, I move that we approve the award the bid for the aggregate chip for the chip seal program as to the aggregate source.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to award the bid as described by Mr. Adamick for aggregate chip to the aggregate source of Canyon City, with Fremont County picking up the aggregate at the quarry. Further conversation? Roll call.
Commissioner Grantham?
Aye.
Commissioner McFall?
Aye.
Commissioner Bell?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Up next, award a bid for tack oil.
The tack oil, we would recommend the bid award. It would be for SS1H tack oil to Suncor Energy at $1.18 a gallon, and that is a 50/50 dilute. And it's from their Pueblo, Colorado plant, and we will pick it up at the plant and deliver it to our job sites.
That's $66 a ton?
No,
Oh, no, that's the asphalt mix.
$1.18 a gallon.
$1.18, yeah, okay. We're on tack oil.
All right, gentlemen.
Madam Chair, I'd move to award the bid for tack oil to Suncor at $1.18 a gallon.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to award the bid for tack oil to Suncor Energy at $1.18 a gallon from the Pueblo plant, and Fremont County will contract for delivery on that.
We will
You
pick
will
it up.
pick up,
Yes,
okay.
pick
Sorry,
up.
the information I had here said delivery, okay. All right, further conversation? Roll call.
Commissioner McFall?
Aye.
Commissioner Grantham?
Aye.
Commissioner Bell?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Dust Guard liquid suppressant is item number 5.
For the dust suppressant bid, we'd like to award that, the dust guard liquid, to GMCO from their storage yard in Florence, Colorado, and it's at 0.742 cents a gallon, and we will pick up the material and apply it to the roads ourselves.
All right.
Madam Chair, I move that we approve that bid for the dust guard liquid suppressant as outlined by Mr. Adamic.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to award the bid for the Dust Guard liquid suppressant to apply material to our gravel roads here in Fremont County, as described by Mr. Adamic. Further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Grantham?
Aye.
Commissioner McFall?
Aye.
Commissioner Bell?
Aye.
Motion carried.
And final item for Tony this morning, a bid for emulsion oil.
The bid for the emulsion oil, our recommendation is for the CRS 2P emulsion to Suncor Energy. We've been working on this and finally got it finalized yesterday. We will be picking up the material at the plant in Pueblo, Colorado at $2.58 a gallon. The reason for the issue that we had, the trucking company that Suncor utilizes could not find enough drivers and guarantee that they could transport the material to us. And then the other company that we hired in the past, HB Transport, actually quit hauling emulsion. We were able to actually look into their trailers that they had available, and we're going to purchase some out of our capital, and then we will do the work ourselves to get the oil to us.
It's a more reliable way, isn't it?
Well, it should be, yeah.
Yeah, if the oil's there.
Right, right.
That's the if part. In fact,
right,
Madam Chair, I would move to approve the bid for emulsion oil to Suncor Energy for $2.58 a gallon, and we will pick it up. Fremont County will pick it up.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to award this bid for emulsion oil to Suncor at $2.58 a gallon with pickup from the Pueblo plant. Further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner McFall?
Aye.
Commissioner Grantham?
Aye.
Commissioner Bell?
Aye.
Motion carried.
And
Ms.
Madam
Bryant.
Chair, I apologize. Yesterday morning, DOT did notify us that we were missing the asphalt bid, and so that item had been added to the agenda and reposted on the website and on both of the bulletin boards. However, I failed to get new agendas for you all in your packets. So that item was actually number 5 on our agenda that was posted, and I apologize for that.
I see we do have the information in our packet.
Yes.
So the legal postings were done, so this actually is a legal item for us. So we will turn next then back to Tony once more for a bid on asphalt mix.
Our recommendation for on the asphalt bid would be to award for half-inch asphalt mix to Fremont Paving at $66 a ton at their plant in Canyon City, and we will pick up the material and transport to our job sites.
All right, thank you, Tony.
Madam Chair, I would move that we approve the bid to Fremont Paving for $66 a ton.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to award the bid for asphalt mix to Fremont Paving for $66 a ton with pickup by Fremont County. Further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Grantham?
Aye.
Commissioner McFall?
Aye.
Commissioner Bell?
Aye.
Motion carried.
All right, thank you so much,
So,
Tony.
Tony wants to talk to us just a little bit real quick. These, I don't know if you remember last year's prices, and Kevin, I don't know if you looked them up, but they're higher, obviously. We've got to worry about supply of asphalt and oil and anything that's oil-based like that. So, go ahead, Tony.
Just not to draw it all out, but our road foremen actually evaluate our roads on a daily basis when they're out there, and then we compile projects around August of, like this year, we'll do this in August of this year, and then they will bring together a list to me for what projects they would like to get done. We estimate our cost at that time, and in the past, we were able to go 5% over, and we were safe. This last year, I went 15% over, and never met it yet. In doing that, just when we got the bid award dollar amounts back, like our mag chloride, we're going to have to cut 11,569 gallons out of our budget just to be within dollar-wise. So it's either going to be a lower application rate, or we're not going to be able to do certain roads with that. With the chip seal and paving projects, we had 11 and 3/4 miles of road that we were going to be doing for projects. We're actually, how the prices come back in, we're $12,239 over budget. So we're going to shorten one of our chip seal projects up in Copper Gulch, 2,800 feet, just to bring us back within budget. So just an FYI that the process that we go through with that.
Thanks for that explanation, Tony. I think it's important that folks know and understand that we, as a county, are being hit hard with not only fuel prices, but soaring prices for every material that there is.
Yeah.
And life definitely has changed.
Yes, it
and
sure has.
we're dealing the best that we can, and we appreciate everything that you and your department continue to do to provide the very best service that you can to the citizens of Fremont County.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Tony.
Thanks, Tony.
Thank
Thank
you.
the guys for us.
All right, up next, we have a proclamation for the Wholesome Portland Cement Plant for 125 years of operation. This will designate April 3rd through April 9th of 2022 as Wholesome Portland Cement Plant Week here in Fremont County. And we have with us this morning new plant manager Hamza Mekfi, close, and Derek Deese, who is the environmental director. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you so much for being here with us this morning. We appreciate your role in our community and everything you do. I have the proclamation before me. I would like to read it, if that's okay with you.
Absolutely.
And we have a signed copy we will present to you as well. And if Nicole might have a camera, if she's interested in taking a picture, we can come down and take care of that when we're done. Whereas Wholesome is the #1 building solution provider in the world and the leading producer in the United States. And whereas the Portland Cement Plant is located in Florence within Fremont County, Colorado. And whereas the Portland Cement Plant has 140 employees who earn good family wages with benefits and has provided stable employment in the region for more than 5 generations. And whereas Wholesome's first priority is the health and safety of employees, subcontractors, and visitors. And whereas the Portland Cement Manufacturing Plant has operated as a dry process plant since 1996? Okay.
Dry part.
And whereas Wholesome has a commitment to sustainability with a net zero pledge by 2050. And whereas the Portland Cement Plant is a leader among plants in the nation, producing lower carbon blended cements, which is contributing to the state of Colorado's goals to lower CO2 emissions. And whereas the Portland Cement Plant is working to investigate the development of carbon sequestration and utilization systems, as well as alternative renewable energy resources. And whereas the Portland Cement Plant is committed to the communities in which it operates and its neighbors in adjacent counties, employees have worked to assist, improve, and support community education, youth and social welfare organizations, as well as first responders. And whereas on April 4th, 2022, the Portland Cement Plant will mark the 125th anniversary of its operations. Now, therefore, let it be proclaimed by the County Commissioners of Fremont County, Colorado, that the week of April 3rd through April 9th, 2022 is hereby designated as Wholesome Portland Cement Plant Week in Fremont County. The County Commissioners do urge all people of Fremont County to recognize the services provided by Wholesome Portland Cement Plant and congratulate them on achieving the significant milestone of 125 years of operations here in Fremont County, signed this 22nd day of March, 2022. Wow, 125 years, congratulations. That's a really
That's
impressive
great.
milestone. Gentlemen?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's impressive. Thanks for being here, and thanks for keeping the plant going and employing folks and doing what you guys do out there.
Yeah, and thank you for just being a good community partner for the entire county and the region. So thank you, guys.
Over the years, Wholesome has done so many things to support our entire community, from some of the projects at Pathfinder Park, the pavilion out there, different things with Star Point Services here in Fremont County, just a lot of different programs and
Our
things that
4-H
I could
kids.
mention. You continue to support 4-H every single year. We could talk for the rest of the day about some of the things that you all have done and continue to do at Wholesome, and so we do appreciate you. And with that, I would like to make a motion to approve this proclamation to name Wholesome Portland Cement Plant Week, April 3rd through April 9th of 2022.
Second.
It has been moved and doubly seconded.
Simultaneously,
We
second.
appreciate the
Yes.
enthusiasm.
To approve the proclamation for a Wholesome Portland Cement Plant for 125 years of operation, designating April 3rd through April 9th, 2022 as Wholesome Portland Cement Plant Week in Fremont County. Further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Bell?
Aye.
Commissioner Grantham?
Aye.
Commissioner McFall?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
Did you guys want to say anything?
Yeah, sorry.
So,
Absolutely.
thank you very
Yes.
much. Actually, I've just been appointed as a plant manager, and will for sure promote our values as a Wholesome Group. I mean, health, safety, education, and sustainability. So we're doing our best for all our communities, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Derek.
And I'll just add that we get just as many calls, and I'm sure Nicole gets just as many calls about Tire Day as you do. So it's a great partnership that we have with the county and the city of Florence, and I think we're happy to do it. You know, I always had fun planning it myself when I was here, so it's a lot of fun.
Well, that program keeps a lot of tires out of the borrow ditches of Fremont County, so we appreciate that
It's hard
very,
work, but
very much.
we enjoy doing it.
Yes. All right, let's go on down and make this presentation. Thank you so much. It's very nice to meet you. Yes. Derek.
You know, when the chair makes a motion, it just throws everything in the whack.
Apparently it does.
Yeah. Acknowledge Mr. Sheriff here,
Oh,
if you would.
well, look who is here. Sheriff Alan Cooper is in the audience now. We have already, sir, approved the resolution to suspend fire restrictions, but if you would like to step to the microphone and speak, we would welcome you to do that.
It started 7 minutes ago, 8 minutes ago.
8 minutes ago now. It's in effect.
Oh, if you want to turn on the microphone. Thank you.
I was trading emails this morning, sorry. You are aware. Yes, I know earlier when we first started getting some snow, I caught a lot of calls from different people that had orchards, farms, ranches that had agricultural burning that they needed to do. And I think with the recent moisture we've had, that it's okay to come out a little bit and allow those people to take care of those burns. However, you all know that the 1,000-day forecast is not favorable, so I will be coming back sometime later asking for it to be
Oh, no, I
reinstated.
told everybody a while ago, we're getting lots of moisture, and you're not. We need to be on the same page here.
That's accurate, but not complete.
Right, so
Thank you.
So Sheriff, it is up to you and your office as to which stage we're going to go into right now? Oh,
Yeah,
that we
we
suspended the
suspended it
entire.
completely. We were
Okay,
under
sorry.
state
Yes,
one,
that's-
we're not
okay.
in anything right now.
We backed it down
No
one.
fire restrictions at
Right.
all. Okay.
Okay.
That's right. Thank you. All right.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Thanks for coming, Sheriff Cooper. Okay, up next, request approval for a minor subdivision, MS 21-010, TB minor subdivision that will create a total of 2 lots. The subject property is located in the agricultural suburban zone district located at 1575 7th Street in Penrose. And we have with us this morning Representative George Hall. Good morning.
Morning, George.
All right, if you want to step forth and tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Well, at the Planning Commission meeting, we made it in less than 5 minutes, so think we can do the same thing? This is a 40-acre piece of property that we're splitting into 2 equal pieces, 20 acres apiece, just short of. It's out on 7th Street in Penrose. If you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. Pretty straightforward.
All right, let's turn first to Mr. Simpleman, our Director of Planning and Zoning, for a staff report.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'll refer to the referring agency's comments. The Fremont County Department of Transportation replied. They reviewed the application and they commented that the applicant will need to submit driveway access permits for each lot when they plan on developing. The Fremont County project engineer stated that the stormwater plan and report, at this time, he would recommend approving the waiver, but request that a stormwater drain plan and report at the time of building on the western vacated lot. Department of Public Health and Environment, contract Fremont County Building Department for septic system requirements. If this minor sub has no commercial application, there is no requirements for the FCD PHE at this time. We also, my department, we recommend the waiver and the approval of this.
All right, thank you, Micah. Gentlemen, questions for either Mr. Hall or staff?
I don't have any questions. I have a motion unless Commissioner Grantham has a question.
Well, I think as I was sitting here, the one question I had was kind of answered in one of the plats that was in the packet, and I don't know if this is for Micah or if this is for you, George. The plats for the TB minor subdivision, some of them said Jenkins minor, and those Jenkins minor subdivision, but then it's crossed out on one of the...
It's crossed out. It should be TB. It's Travis and Brenda Jenkins. We just shorten it down.
Okay. So it
There's
just
other
got-
subdivisions around, it's called Jenkins.
Gotcha. I just saw the 2 names on the plats, and so I was...
That's been modified.
Okay.
Originally, it was too close to a prior subdivision, so we had to change it.
Oh, okay.
As Jenkins.
Gotcha,
Yes.
gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. That's it.
This does seem relatively straightforward to me. I have no questions, so I'm prepared for a motion.
Madam Chair, I move to approve the minor subdivision MS 21-010 for the TB minor subdivision. It will create 2 lots. The subject lots are agriculture suburban zoned. They're at 1575 7th Street in Penrose, with a waiver for drainage to be done at time of development construction, and also any driveway access permits upon development.
So I believe staff was recommending granting the waiver request for drainage due to the size of the parcel. Is that correct?
Yes,
Micah?
ma'am.
Deferring it to
Referring it to the
building.
building.
The way it's worded here is if not waived, then we can make it site-specific. So I guess I'm asking.
The county engineer suggested, and I think that's
Yes,
what
for
you
the
meant,
vacant
was
lot.
Okay.
to waive it for the vacant lot, but
Until-
doable upon
Waiving it
construction
until
of the western lot.
development,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, deferring.
Okay,
Thank you.
deferring, there we go. That's where I was getting confused, okay.
And if we're clear on that, then second.
I actually think I am.
Okay.
All right. It has been moved and seconded to approve minor subdivision MS 21-010, the TB minor subdivision, to create a total of 2 lots, deferring drainage plan until development of the western lot. Further conversation? All right, let's have roll call.
All right, Commissioner McFall?
Aye.
Commissioner Grantham?
Aye.
Commissioner Bell?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you for being here.
Thanks, George.
4 minutes, George.
How much?
4.
All right, up next is a request for an approval of another minor subdivision. This is MS 22-001, Foundation Subdivision, to create a total of 2 lots. This subject property is located in the Agricultural Suburban Zone District at Poplar and Ash Streets here in Canyon City, and we have with us Matt Koch this morning. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning. This property already has 2 residences located on it. It's always been described as one parcel, though. So basically, we're cleaning it up, creating the 2 parcels, leaving one residence on the north side and one residence on the south side. All utilities are installed, meters are already installed, so there's really no difficulty in creating these. Basically, we'll just be creating that one line between the 2 and making it all legal. So.
All right, thanks, Matt. Micah, staff report?
Yes, ma'am. Fremont County Department of Transportation reviewed the application. They do not have any issues, as there are no existing, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time reading this. They have no issues at this time. Fremont County engineer states that based on the dirt work, that he refers that this one, that instead of a waiver, it be deferred to, no, I'm reading the wrong one. Got these confused. Based on the dirt, likely that is planned for future, since the property's drain is a fashion that does not impact adjacent properties, he would recommend that the stormwater drainage plan and report be deferred until time of building rather than waiving. And then we also agree with the deferred of the reports and approve the plan.
All right, thank you, Micah. Questions for either the applicant or staff?
Nope.
No. This one's pretty well straightforward, too.
Madam Chair, I would move that we approve minor subdivision, MS 22-001, Foundation Subdivision, to create a total of 2 lots with the deferral of the drainage report.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to approve MS 22-001, the Foundation Subdivision, with the deferral of the drainage report until further development or construction. All right, anything further? Roll call.
Commissioner Grantham?
Aye.
Commissioner McFall?
Aye.
Commissioner Bell?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Matt, thank you. We
Thanks, Matt.
appreciate you cleaning up an issue that apparently has been there, so.
Thanks.
All right, up next, we have a request to approve a retail liquor store license for The Market LLC at 39 County Road 3A in Canyon City. I believe we have with us Nicole Stone this morning?
Yes.
That would be you, all
morning.
right.
Yes.
And if you would like to introduce who you're with, that would be great, and go ahead and make a presentation to us.
Yes, good morning, Board. My name is Ian Burrell. I'm an attorney in our office, assisted the Stones with their application for the retail liquor license. As you know and are aware, the retail liquor license, the applicant has a number of requirements that they must meet, most of which are satisfied in the application itself. So today I was planning on having the Stones present their business model. They'll go through a diagram of the premises, their needs and desires method, and anything further that the board would like to hear. That was our course. We'd like to make efficient use of the board's time rather than go through each page of the application, but of course open it for questions later.
No need to go page by page, so thank you.
Thank you.
All right, if you'd like to just tell us what your plan is.
Well, we purchased back in November a building off of County Road 39. It was the old hitching post.
County Road 3?
County
County
Road
Road
3.
3A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, not 39. Just clarification.
Oh,
39.
39, or
39 County Road
3A.
3A.
All right, all right.
we purchased a hitching post back, little nervous.
We got it. It's all right.
Well,
I'm just trying to
he
help
was
the
the nervous
situation.
one, so.
I'm just trying to make sure you know where it
He's
is.
been here before.
I have drive there. I'm good with that. Directions, we're pretty much at. We purchased it back in November, and we are changing the building. We're gonna do a little general market in there, and in the back, there's a little area that we have highlighted that we'd like to do a little liquor store. We're not gonna be the big Daveco. We just wanna carry a little bit of alcohol for everybody that's in the area, the campgrounds, and everybody, us people that have houses outside of the area, so we don't have to always drive down into Canyon City.
All right, thank you. Anything else to add? All right, let's turn to Talia for a report from staff from the clerk's office.
All right, this application was received by our office on February 7th. The request was reviewed by the county attorney, and the public health department and sheriff's office do recommend approval per their reports. And that's all I have. If you have any questions for me, I'd be happy to answer.
Okay, thank you. I do have a question for the applicant. Can you talk a little bit about training for staff to be able to sell alcohol?
Yes, so we have been researching a lot online. This will be something that's new for us, but Liquor Pros has been fantastic, so we will have them come in and work with. It's really going to be my husband, myself, and we have one general manager that will be there. She has worked at some gas stations that have been in Canyon City. We're going to mandate that as far as age-wise, it doesn't matter. Everybody will be ID'd no matter what demographic or how old you look. And very careful as far as it will be back in its own room. It has its own point of service sales. No alcohol will be outside of that room. So it's very specific in the back portion of the store.
Just one more piece of information from the board. Liquor Pros is a company that does offer a statutory Responsible Vendors Act approved training for liquor license established. So it is qualified and certified.
Okay, thank you. And all staff members will go through that course?
Yes.
Okay. Gentlemen, further questions, issues, discussion?
You may take public comment if you like.
Okay, yes, this is not actually a public hearing, but we do like to hear from the public, so I will ask if there's anyone here who would like to stand and to speak about this license. Okay, seeing none, we'll go ahead and move on. All right, gentlemen, your wishes?
Just a quick question. Have you had any discussions with a lot of the residents around the area? I know there's quite a few dotted up through there, and Dixon Drive and County Road there and everything. And I didn't see any of those signatures on the petition, so I was just wondering what the conversations were in the area with residents.
So a lot of people in that specific area right now are in hibernation. They have been coming out, and they've been stopping in and introducing themselves. And we've had nothing but positive feedback as far as Ty's been in there, Paul.
There's been several other business owners up and down 3A that have stopped, welcomed us to the area, and given us predominantly or exclusively positive feedback. They're excited to have us in the area and the services that we're going to be providing, as well as our second residence is up on County Route 9 in the Tallahassee area. Lots of our friends and neighbors that we've made up there are excited to have that available to them as well. So.
Good, thank you.
Anything else?
No, I have a motion if you're ready.
Yes, indeed.
I would move to approve the Market LLC for a retail liquor license at 39 County Road 3A in Canyon City.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to approve the Market LLC retail liquor store license that will be located at 39 County Road 3A in Canyon City. Further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner McFall?
Aye.
Commissioner Grantham?
Aye.
Commissioner Bell?
Aye.
Motion carried.
All right, well,
Good luck, guys.
congratulations, and we wish
Welcome.
you the very best of luck with your new venture.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Board. And I just want to say one quick word. Thank you, Ms. Smith, for your help in the application process. Our office really enjoyed working with you, so thank you very much.
Of course,
They're
thank
wonderful
you.
at what they do, so thank you
Very
for
good.
that.
Yeah,
Yes.
a lot of assistance.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we have a request from the Royal Gorge Chamber Alliance, who is seeking issuance of a special events permit at 6655 State Highway 115 in Canyon City?
No.
In Florence.
Yeah, in Florence.
Which is Pathfinder Regional Park. It's got the right zip code, if that matters. For an event that will be held on April 22nd, 2022, from 4 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. And we have with us this morning Chamber Director Rich Millard. Good morning, Rich.
Good morning.
Come on up and tell us what's happening.
Good morning. We are very excited as the Royal Gorge Chamber Alliance to be holding our annual banquet, which usually is in January, but because we've had so much going on and we wanted to wait to have some exciting announcements, will be on April 22nd. And as a part of our new mission and goal to be a county-wide chamber and working with the chambers in Florence and Penrose, we are just so grateful that the Pathfinder Park Events Center is there and is the beautiful facility. We are excited to try it out, give it a test run, and all the space that we're going to be able to provide for people to spread out and have a lot more capacity than we have in our past venues. So yeah, this is the first time we're going to be doing this, and we're going to have a lot of media there, so we're hoping that it'll be really good press for the beautiful event center itself.
All right, thank you so much, Rich. Let's turn next to Talia once again for a staff report.
This application was received on February 28th, and they have provided our department with all the necessary documentation. This application was also reviewed by the county attorney, and public health and the sheriff's office both recommend approval per their reports.
Okay, thank you. Let me ask first, Rich, about training for those who will be serving alcohol.
Yeah, our volunteer ambassadors do go through the TIPS training, and so anybody that will be serving alcohol there will be certified through that program.
And how will you control the ages of those who purchase alcohol?
Everybody that comes up to purchase alcohol will be age verified through their identification.
Okay, and that will be each time. You're not doing the wristbands or anything like that?
We have not planned on doing wristbands. We're still working out the logistics, but if we do, it'll be age verified then when they get the initial wristband.
Okay, there's nothing that says you need to do that. I'm
Right,
just
yeah.
wanting to know what the plan is.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Gentlemen, questions, issues?
No, I think you answered an interesting question I had. So the alliance is Canyon City, Penrose, and Florence Chambers all together? That's where the alliance come from? Is that?
The alliance is what the Canyon City Chamber has. It's a DBA for the Canyon City Chamber of Commerce. So we are not planning at this time to actually absorb those two chambers, but we are planning to work with them a lot closer in terms of promoting events and business development programs throughout the county. So trying to combine our resources.
That's awesome. I
Yes.
applaud you for that. I think
Thank you.
that's great to make it a full county deal. I mean,
Yeah.
because all three of you work well, and if you can work well together, that's even better. So I applaud you for that, and thank you for using our new building out there.
Oh, you're very welcome. And we do invite all of you to obviously to attend. And if one of you would like to speak at the actual banquet about the event center itself and everything, we would love to have you do that as well, so we can
I
discuss
nominate
the
Dwayne.
details of that.
It won't be me because I have another event that night, unfortunately, that I have committed to, but the others are going, so.
Awesome.
But
Yes.
thank you.
Yeah, no, we're so excited to have the facility, and it's going to get used so well.
So I do think the county already has filled one table. We're going to be working on trying to fill another one for that event. I believe I've heard you say in the past that you're looking at upwards of 300, maybe 350 people to attend this event.
We've set it at 300 right now. We were always limited to the 220 in prior years that the Abbey could accommodate. So we're going to set it at 300. If we get the participation that we anticipate, we can go higher. And we're actually have engaged AP Catering, which did the Few
Yes.
event, and she does such a wonderful job.
She does a great
So
job.
the food's going to be amazing. And we're even going to have some regional punches to feature all the different, for beverages, to feature all the different areas of Fremont County.
All right, and if anyone is interested in obtaining tickets, do you want to just mention how they can do that?
Yes, they can go right to our website, which is in the middle of a refresh, but you can still navigate it at either www.canyoncity.com or the new address, www.royalgorgechamberalliance.com. .org, that's a mouthful,
.org.
and go to the events tab, and once you're on events, just click on the event is listed for April 22nd, and it'll take you right to the online registration.
Okay,
You can
thank
purchase individual, couple tickets, or you can buy a table.
All right, thank you for that. Gentlemen, anything else?
Nope, got a motion for you if you'd
I'm
like.
prepared.
Madam Chair, I move that we approve the special events permit for the Royal Gorge Chamber Alliance at 6655 Highway 115 in Florence for the event on April 22, 2022.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to approve this. I'm realizing just now, looking around the room, that I did not ask for public comment. I would like to do that real quickly. I don't actually see anyone that I think is going to comment, but I'm still going to ask if anyone would like to do that. So, okay, seeing none, we will proceed with the motion that is on the floor. We have a motion and a second to approve this special permit. So let's have a roll call.
Commissioner Grantham?
Aye.
Commissioner McFall?
Aye.
Commissioner Bell?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Thanks so much,
Thank
Rich,
you.
and good luck with this.
Talia, thank you for helping us through the process. Of course. Appreciate it. Have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
All right, the final item on today's agenda is the appointment of 2 new members to the Airport Advisory Board here in Fremont County to fill vacant seats with terms that will each end on October 1st of 2024.
Madam
like to
Chair,
tee this
it was
up?
kind of exciting. I will. It was kind of exciting. A lot of times we list positions for boards that we have available for people to serve on, and the airport board in particular, we don't get a lot of interest in it. So it's kind of exciting that we had several candidates and met all of those candidates and basically interviewed them. And so it's kind of exciting to have a great choice of folks that are interested in serving on our airport advisory committee. And with that, I have a motion, unless there's any other conversation. I would move to approve new members, Carl Chipcom and Richard Johnson, to the Airport Advisory Board, filling vacant seats and their terms both ending April 1st, 2024.
Second.
The one thing I would add to Commissioner McFall's comments is not only did we have a lot of applicants, but we had a lot of very well-qualified applicants.
Very well.
So this was a little bit of a difficult decision for us, which really is a change from previous years when we've tried to find folks to fill those vacant seats. So we appreciate everyone's interest. We do have a motion on the floor to appoint Carl Chipcom and Richard Johnson to the Fremont County Advisory Board, filling vacant seats with terms that will end on October 1st, 2024. Further discussion?
No, just thank everybody else that did put their application in for us too. We
Absolutely.
appreciate you.
Yes. All right, roll call.
Commissioner McFall?
Aye.
Commissioner Grantham?
Aye.
Commissioner Bell?
Aye.
Motion carried.
All right, thank you. And with no further business to
Well,
come before
one thing.
this board,
One
after
thing.
Commissioner Grantham speaks.
Just, I wanted to get this in before the clock ran out. Congratulations to Commissioner Bell on her accomplishment this last Saturday at the Fremont County Republican Assembly. So congratulations.
Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. All right, with there being no further business to come before this board, we are adjourned.